Okay, I think we're recording. We are going to record John Belushi's channeling session. Um, John has a mouth on him, and he kind of is uncontrollable with his F-bombs. So I might have to edit this, so I chose to not do this live. He's hugging me. He's going, yeah, yeah. So I'm seeing if he can just say F instead of the full word. Whoops, can you say that, John? Okay. He's saying, yeah, he can behave. Just because we have censoring on YouTube and he needs to behave with his language. So, you guys, he's talking through me, and so I want to explain that. I kind of back away, but I'm still in control of myself. And so some of the words that come out may not be the exact words that he says. It's from my memories and my language. So, he kept saying that people aren't understanding how this channeling works, that you're not going to hear exactly him. You're not going to hear his voice, and you're going to get some of his personality, but um, it's just going to be different than you think. So basically, listen to the words and his message. I think the main goal here for him is listen to the message that he wants to deliver, however he delivers it. If some F-bombs come out, I will see if it goes through YouTube. Because all day today, I've been hearing that language. And so I thought I've got to channel him because I got to get him out. Else I'm going to start swearing myself. I'm going to say the F word. Okay. And my phone keeps going off. Hold on a second. So let me explain a little bit about my last video and how I was with him when he died. And I was with him, I don't think I was with him that whole day, but I remember being at that apartment or room, hotel place. Now, I was kind of doing some research on who was with him. They said Robert De Niro came over. I didn't see him. He said he came over with Robin Williams. I didn't see Robert De Niro with Robin Williams. If he was standing behind the tall blonde guy and Robin Williams. Those are the only two guys that I saw. And then I saw the story is that Robin Williams and Robert De Niro didn't stay because the room was trashed. And I kind of didn't. I saw things were in disarray, and I think that's why they're sitting on the floor because there was trash. But maybe Robert De Niro left, and then Robin Williams stayed. I think they were going to do drugs, but I think they were also trying to watch John Belushi. But oh, no. I think they were talking to him. They stood standing talking to him while John was sitting on the floor by the coffee table with he had cocaine there, I think, on the coffee table. I don't know if those guys did a hit or not while they were there, but I don't think they sat down because there was nowhere to sit because the place was trashed. And they were really kind of watching him and concerned about him, and I don't know if they chased that girl away. Whatever that girl said that was with him lied. The whole thing was a lie. Everything she told, her story is a lie. And only she knows because she was with him at the very last part of his life. Um, I don't know. So anyway, let me go into my connection with John Belushi. I'm going to tell it, and then I'll let him channel. So what he was telling me is that there is a place that we live before we come down on Earth. Many of you know this, planets, species, everything like that. He, his soul and my soul met, and I'm not exactly sure how or where. It was somewhere in training. And it's so funny because when he did that, the samurai, that's one of his lives. He was trained to be a samurai. That was very interesting. I think that's why he really jazzed about that and liked it, because he always felt like he was a samurai. He always felt like he was a samurai, even on Earth. And he is like, even to this day, he will tell you, I'm a samurai. And so him and I met, and I like being around. It's funny, on Earth, I love being around people that make me laugh. I just love to be around people that laugh and make me laugh. I don't know. That's why I like comedians, because they make me laugh, and I like people that make me laugh of things that are unexpected. Like they'll say something and you just start laughing because it's unexpected and funny at the same time. It's easy to make me laugh, but I just like to laugh. And I hung with him because we both had that quick wit. His was more profound, but we hung together, and I believe we became very good friends in this realm. And he reviewed his life that was going to happen upon this earth, and his talents, which was the singing, the acting, the comedian, and being a good friend also, were his talents. And he said, yeah, yeah, yeah. But in his mind, and I think I read his mind, in his mind, he's going, yeah, 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 I'll do all that stuff. He just wanted to come down here and just F it up. He just wanted to come down here and just do whatever he wanted to do, as far as an extent as he wanted to do it. And so that was his game plan. So he knew that he was just going to be a F up on this life, and then he knew he'd do a do-over. But I knew what he was doing, and I knew his head. And so I said to him before he came down upon the earth, I said, I know what you're doing. He goes, I know, and he said, I know you know, because that was one of my talents, is I can get into people's psyche. And he goes, I know you know, but don't tell anyone, kind of thing. I said, I'm not. I said, but I will be with you the day you cross over, because I have a feeling it's going to be bad for you. And because you're going to do some real bad stuff, and you're going to get out of control, because this is exactly what you wanted to do. So I will be with you when you cross. And I think I've made that commitment to a few people, that I would comfort them when they cross over. And that was our connection. And that's why I was with him the last hour or so of his death. And I was in his body because I was trying to comfort him. But he was so drugged out, it was impossible. And I think I got caught in his body, and I couldn't get out until he died. And so that's why it really scared me, because the drugs, or whatever the darkness was, it curtailed me in his body, and I couldn't get out until he passed. And I believe, even though I don't remember, I believe I took him home. That we walked hand in hand and back to a place where he can repair and then get going and come back down again. So, we are going to channel John Belushi. So, well, are you going to speak, or you want me to speak? He's saying, he's acting really shy right now. He's actually a little Um, he wants to do it, but he doesn't want to do it. He wants to do it, but he's shy about doing it. What if I F it up, he says. You're a man. What else can I say? Okay, so hold on a second. Well, that was a really rude comment, Robin, about men. I know she's kidding. I know she's kidding. Okay, I'm here. I'm in. Doesn't sound like me. This isn't gonna sound like me, but it's me. Johnny Boy. Samurai. I loved being a samurai. That's who I was. I was a samurai. I was an effed up one, but yep. Alright, we have an audience here, don't we? Okay, let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, where do I begin? Where do I begin? Okay, exactly what she said. Exactly what she said. We're friends. Her and I were really good friends. Yeah. We were really good friends, and she was really a good influence on me up there. I learned a lot. She wouldn't let me go. I wanted her sometimes to stay away from me, but she wouldn't let me go. And I can kind of see that now because she was worried about me. And she cared about me. And that's who she is. That's what she does. And she could get my mind, and she saw a lot. She knew what I was doing. I had a game plan when I came down here. I told everybody, yeah, I'll do all those things, yeah. I agreed to everything, yeah. But in my mind, I wanted to do exactly from the get-go what I wanted to do. Now, if I wasn't famous, I still would have been a effed up puppy. I would have gone for whatever. I've been in jail, murdered, or just a white trash boy. And I didn't care. I think I had something deep in me that I just didn't care. I didn't care about anything. I acted like I did. I kind of cared. I had a little bit of heart. I wasn't all that bad. I had good friends, but I was a mother effer to be around most of the time. I was really up or I was really down. You know, comedians are psychos. You know that. We're all psychos. We're all crazy. You have to be crazy to make people laugh. I like making this one laugh. She's funny. She laughs from her heart, and it just brings joy on your face to see her laugh because she genuinely laughs. She's not trying to impress you or anything. It comes from a pure spirit, her laugh, which is quite attractive. Quite attractive person. You know, I knew I was going to be someone. That was one of my promises, to be somebody. And I was supposed to do good with my talents. I was supposed to make people laugh, make lots of money, help people. I could have helped people. I could have given money away. Could have done a lot of stuff. I didn't care. I wasn't down here to care. I was down here to live. Most of us that die young have that same goal in mind. Sex, drug, and rock and roll. That's all I wanted. I wanted a lot of it. And I had a big body so I could take a lot. That's what I wanted. I wanted to look like a samurai when I came down. I wanted to be stocky and have that samurai look. And I did. It was great. Good friends, man. Good friends I had down here. I love them. I will always love them. And you can't be too harsh on Robin because he's doing what I was doing. And what he brought over didn't kill me. It didn't kill me, no. I was killing me. No one could kill me. No one could have given me anything to kill me. I killed me. Hopefully you understand that statement. I killed me. Doesn't matter where it came from. I killed me. My choice. My choice. Hey, and I gotta tell you this. So when Robin took himself out, guess who's the first person he saw? Me. In a white toga. With a Roman hearth on my head and wings. And I was standing there with tennis shoes and socks and hairy legs. And he laughed out loud, and I put my arm around him, and he put his arm around me, and we took off. And he went to the same place I did. There's a place that we go to get repaired. You have to repair your soul. There's ways you damage your soul. And I think Robin's talked about that, about tearing your soul. But we don't tear our souls, we damage our souls. Easier to fix, but it's still damage. Sometimes I loved here too hard. I loved hard. I did everything hard, but I loved hard. Because I loved hard and fast, disappointment happened. And then I just went more into the drugs. And I was used, you know. Once people see a meal ticket, they use you. And so I used them to get money for drugs. I was whacked out. I was whacked out. And I was on a speed train to nowhere. I did nothing except leave you guys some good laughs. I think I left some good laughs here. And the people's lives that I touched and the friends that I touched. I left a good legacy here. I could have been better. I could have done better. Sometimes I tried. But it was in my head. It was like a devil in my head. I couldn't get that devil out. Because I came down here with a purpose, to live fast and hard, and I did. And you want to know what? I died at 33. The room number I was in was 3. Don't tell me that didn't make a difference. Don't tell me that didn't make a difference. I think one of the funnest times I had was Blues Brothers. Dan. What a great man he was. What a great friend. He was my brother. And I will always be grateful for his care and concern and help. Even though he was effed up too, he wasn't as effed up as me. He was better than me. Which helped me. It helped control me. It helped me see the light. Because I didn't take anything from anybody, but a few. And he was one I would listen to. I listened to Robin too. De Niro, I don't know what he was doing. He was dinking around us comedians a lot. I don't know. I wasn't quite sure about him. He just would come around. He was okay. So, it's interesting. The status of my life is interesting. Once you look at it from start to go, it's interesting. It's like a racetrack. You just go round and round and round fast. I was in a Belushi bubble. I was trapped. You sell your soul a little bit to get things that you need in Hollywood. You do have to sell your soul. And in order for you to sell your soul, they go, here's something. Here, try this. Here, you'll need this. Everybody was doing it. Everybody. Some people knew how to control it. I didn't want to control it. It was there. It was abundant. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Crazy times. Crazy times. Okay, enough of Earth life. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I came down here for a message, to give you a message. First of all, I want to thank this vessel, my friend, for trying to help me the last hour of my life, as she promised she would. She got trapped in me. I feel bad about that. I feel bad about that. She was only 19. She got trapped. She couldn't get out of my body. First of all, she didn't know how. She didn't have it. Her training wasn't opened yet. Then she walked me. She walked me home. Once I released, she walked me home, and we both had the memory of who we were. What a friend. I love you, man. You know that. I'm watching over my friends now that are alive on the earth. A lot of them have done really well. They've gotten clean for the most part. They're doing good. Always walk with you, man. I'm always walking by your side. I'm with you. I'm always with you. That's what friends are for, even if they cross over or they're dead. They stay with you, man. They stay. Now, I know many of you don't believe in, at least the people I hung with didn't believe in God and Jesus. They would mock him and laugh. And I learned the error of my ways on that. Because once you cross over, and where this vessel took me to was a mega light, man. It was mega. It was trippier than any trip you could ever be on. And it hit my heart. It hit my soul. And it washed out the bad. And my hand was being held by this vessel as we walked into the light. And then she had to leave me and go back. She's just a kid, man. She's just a kid. She let me go. And when she crosses over, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to lead her home. Well, she'll probably hold my hand and lead me home again, even though I'm home. She knows a lot more than I know. She knows a lot more than anybody knows here. Her wisdom, her sight is getting stronger. It's amazing. It's amazing what she knows and sees and how quickly it comes out of her. I kind of stand in amazement and in awe. I stand by her side. I see her when she's home. I see her helping people. Did you know she cries for you? Sometimes when she reads things, she cries for you. Sometimes she gets pissed off, but not very often. She cares about you guys, man. She cares about you. It's her heart. She's a walking heart. She's telling me to shut up. That's awesome. That was great, man. Alright. Let's focus. Okay. Changed my ways. Robin also is with me. We're having a great time here. It's amazing. It's lucrative. And it's soul searching. It is really funny that I sang a song called Soul Man. I mean, these things are perplexing that I sang a song, Soul Man. And that's the whole thing about life, is your soul. And I died at 33, and I was in a room of 3. Perplexing. The whole thing is about soul. And I had it. I just didn't get it. To all those that are clean out there, stay clean. It is not worth it. Now that I can see, hindsight is grand though, yeah, but now that I can see the error of my ways, you can still have fun, you can still have a great time, but I didn't have any boundaries. That was a big deal with me. I didn't have boundaries. I could walk in homes, people's homes. I could ask people for a ride, didn't even know them. I had no boundaries. I'm surprised I lived. It was a good thing I was famous, because people would go, yeah, come on into my house. I'll fix you dinner. And I would go. I'd be so high. But it took me out. I took myself out. You can't blame drugs, man. You can't blame drugs. You can't blame the dealers. It's the effed up heads that you got. Mine was. It's what I wanted. I achieved a minuscule of what I was supposed to. Okay, I'm going to tell you it like it is. Yes, there is a God. Yes, there is Jesus Christ. Yes. I'm going to tell it like it is, man. Because it's here, and it's big. And it's beautiful. And it has my heart. You gotta find joy in your life, man. You gotta find joy, peace. You gotta get yourself at a state of peace. Peace without any drugs or alcohol. You gotta get it into your own frickin' soul and find yourself. You gotta find yourself. And you gotta stay clean. You gotta stay clean. Because, as I say, there's God and Jesus. There is a bad man that wants you. And his name is drugs. His name is alcoholism. His name is mental instability. So find yourself. Find your way. And you know, it sounds really cliche. You gotta give. You gotta give. You gotta give to your fellow man. You gotta help them. You gotta put your hand out and lift them up, man, when they're down. You gotta. That's what it's all about. You know, this life actually isn't so hard. Really, if you think about it, it's not so hard. You love and you help your fellow man, and you're gonna make it. That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Well, basically what I wanted to come and talk to you about is love. Seriously, it's love. I had a lot of love to give, but I was suspect of love. I was suspect. I didn't trust it, and I felt it made me weak. And those that said it to me, I didn't trust them. Unless they were my bros. Then I trusted it. But for most part, women, nah, I didn't trust it. They wanted one thing, I wanted another thing. Yeah, I didn't trust it. My wife, good woman, The only reason she was with me because she knew me. She knew me when I was young, and we had a love bond connection then, and I put her through hell. It was a high of a high or a low of low, and sometimes she loved me and sometimes she was scared of me. Sorry about that. I was scared of me most of the time. Trust me on that. And I just want to thank this vessel at a young age, man, of fulfilling her promise. She fulfilled her promise. And she didn't even remember it. But her soul came to me to help me. And then it got trapped in me. I feel so bad about that. Because she rode the horrible wave I rode on my way up. Y'all think I died in my sleep? No, that was not it. I was convulsing. I was frothing at the mouth. I was sick. My heart exploded. And this girl rode it with me, held me. She held my soul. We were soul to soul. She stayed with me as I went through that. Until I was released, and she brought me out. I will never leave her. Mm-mm. You don't meet many like that. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna be there for my bros when they cross over, man. You wait for the white toga. I'm pulling it out again for you. Alright, I think I'm done. I don't know if I told you anything. I don't know. I had to come back and let you know the truth. You might not believe it because it's coming out of my mouth. I've seen it. I know it. I went through my life review. What a joy that was. Wow. Yeah, there's good points. There's some really good points I did. Some really good things I did. But boy, when you see, because when you are so effed up like I was, and then you do this life review and you actually see what you look like, hear what you sound like, see how mean you were to people. It was bad. It was really bad. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Because I'm here. And I am walking with my bros. And I'm gonna be here for you, man. I'm gonna be here for you, man. So live long and prosper. And I'm gonna say it now. Peace out, man. Peace out.